access it.
Call this meeting to order. Take notes, or you?
Whatever. Yeah, I can take notes.
Great. All right, and then Peter, you did not have a copy of our last meeting minutes, and I did not print it out. That'll be great. I also have them. I could. You guys do them first.
I know I can approve minutes for meeting, so I wasn't at, but I'm not sure I was actually on the committee at that point, so maybe that doesn't count. That was one of those rules of order things.
Yeah, but we should read through it and we'll see if there's any objections.
It's October
29th. Yep.
So yeah, so he can't.
He cannot approve. Okay.
He cannot.
That makes sense.
So.
But if I'm no longer an auditor.
Right, but as long as the two of them are there, they can.
Okay, I move to approve the meeting minutes from October 29th. Any objections? Second.
I second.
All right, minutes approved. All right, and then usually what we do is we go through our different paths. And so do you mind if I use your computer rather than my phone?
That's just the minutes from us.
Right. So I just wanted to see, usually what we do with the new person, what I did and what Colin did and Tori did is what we can do the AP invoices.
Easy job.
Easy job. So I think I would recommend that. I know you have a background in finance, and I would love for you to take over the role I'm in. But I think it's fair just to give you like at least a
Good job. Sure. Okay. We'll do. And I know there's a procedure.
And there is a procedure, but we could also walk you through it if you would like. Let's take the time to come in and show you. It's really just going through the file cabinet and one thing the procedures are well written. I mean, you should have no problem. But if you need anything, you can always reach out.
And there's an accounting system of some sort.
There it is.
Yeah. What's it called?
Denver.
Yeah, and so we need to give you the passwords. So we have an auditor's login, and then we also have the NEMRIC login we'll have to give you.
It's in the notes that I'll give you. Okay.
Perfect. So then, Tori, are you comfortable maybe learning what Colin was doing? And then, because you were doing payroll.
Payroll, general journal, and grand list.
Okay. That's all here. Okay.
This grand list you only have to do once a calendar year. So it's really, it doesn't take that long, but just your grace to be here because you have to get in the fall to do it. General journal and payroll, which is once a quarter.
Okay.
Is the AP invoices that quarterly or monthly? How
How
often do you meet normal?
we usually meet twice a year.
Okay.
We could meet more often if it's helpful for folks, but we do not. I don't think we need to.
But in between, you have regular tasks that you're
That's exactly
doing.
right.
To.
And so some things are annual, some things happen twice a year, some things are monthly. It really depends on the task. And so that's all in the procedural manual. I don't read, how often is invoices? Is that quarterly?
That's just quarterly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could. The only thing I'm thinking, because you've only been doing the invoices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I mean, I didn't go from invoices to all the things that Colin is working on. I went from invoices and took one thing at a time, really slowly bumped up. So I don't know if that's, I mean, since your background is just a little deeper,
One thing.
right, I'm thinking maybe that, do you want to take a look at the things and maybe we don't decide now and you just kind of look at the procedures for the different things that Colin was working and come back to us?
Okay. I'll look through all of them. Just-
Okay. I mean, don't be like, don't take everything.
Right,
But
don't worry, I got other things.
yeah,
Go on.
okay.
I was like, payroll is fairly involved.
Mhm.
Involved, meaning it might take an hour and a half once a quarter.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
As opposed to the other ones pretty quick.
Okay. So yeah, I think maybe that's a better solution. And again, I mean, we could also meet again. It's April. I mean, we could meet before summer starts and just see if we're all
Yeah.
comfortable with everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
That work. Maybe if I can throw out a
Mhm.
suggestion, if you meet like the beginning of June,
Mhm.
make sure that everybody's, or I suppose you could meet in the beginning of July, just to make sure that everybody's done both quarters to finish out the fiscal year.
Right.
Because I'm gonna try to get on board to get the outside audit done earlier this year instead of later,
Mhm.
so.
Okay. I'm not taking any vacation until August, so I potentially could do that. Does anybody?
I'm gonna be gone the second half of June, but July would work, or
July would
first part of June.
Yeah.
Maybe you can also just check in and make sure.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
doesn't constitute a, violation of meeting laws.
How's it going?
Yeah, that would work, and that would kick off the new fiscal year. So
So we'll try to get back together in July.
yeah, maybe the beginning of July.
I could leave all the reconciliations for you to sign off on, so they'll be done.
That would be great.
There'll probably be 2 quarters worth of stuff to do by the time you get around to it, because I haven't done anything since voting day.
And you're not allowed to,
I
right?
mean, it's when I
Yeah.
earned officially, so it's wherever I left off.
Yeah. I guess that means that is what it is. I'm a little bit behind. I can't even tell you my status because I'm so far behind.
Don't feel bad.
For some reason.
That's okay.
Eventually the fiscal year ends. And you're like,
I know we can catch up. So then. So we reviewed your procedure last time. We made an update to a couple of procedures. I don't have any updates on procedures yet. I think, Peter, when you're going through and you see something, you can actually just make comments right on the pages because we have electronic copies. So that's all.
A lot of changes were in Microsoft, updated Excel, and so names.
And other things like the things that I always picked up on was formatting. Like they wanted things formatted in a certain way. And sometimes it would take longer to format the report than to actually look at the data. So I just was like, this isn't, I mean, if you don't want to format it, okay. Don't take the time. And then last meeting, we were talking about the printouts. How are we doing? You know how it just kind of gets a little bit cumbersome to go through this. It starts. So as you notice that, if your section, I think it's payroll that takes up the most space. We can
Yeah.
shred.
That was one of my to-dos that I didn't get around to before I
That's okay.
was no longer an auditor, so it was to go through payroll and clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of it was, going through to, well, as you'll see, where you have to make sure that there's a copy of it. We're gonna scan and keep a copy of it before you shred it. Right, and so that was, I needed to go through payroll and make sure that the old ones from before my time were scanned. Sorry, I'm looking at task.
Yeah, and then, I really don't have anything other than, do you have anything?
I don't.
No. Okay. So right now, I'll keep what I had. And, we'll keep the positions. Sorry, were you secretary at the end of? You
No,
were
yeah,
secretary,
yeah.
okay, so we do need to.
Yeah.
We do need to elect positions.
Okay.
Everybody in office.
Everyone's in office, or you didn't know all this, so it's good. Yeah, so, can I just nominate people for the different positions? Or how does that usually work?
So like somebody would nominate you as chair,
Okay,
and then you can nominate other people for their positions, and then. You
So
just-
other than chair and secretary was the other position.
That's it.
oh, that is it.
Is there not another?
Yeah,
Member at large, right?
unless you can think of somebody that you'd like to be.
It's like, I'll be the member at large. Sorry. And then I'll nominate Alice to be chair.
And you might as well nominate Cory to be secretary.
And Tori be secretary. There you go.
There you go.
Alright, I accept.
No, it's such power already.
Look at you, and you get a key. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I move the meeting to be adjourned.
Nice second.
Alright, alright.
You see, right? Same story.